Okay, now we got the show is gonna be in really, really bad voices. No. Okay. American Horror Freakshow. What we were saying is it has stuff. Now, with a mystery, you always gotta wonder, is it a mystery or is it horror? Is there a difference between a mystery and a horror? I mean, in Halloween, you know who the killer is, sort of, after a certain point. It doesn't really matter. It's not knowing who the killer is. It's the fact that he just seems to get away with it. Now, so the mystery there, it's not really a mystery. It's a horror. In a mystery, you have a group of people in a house, and you just immediately say, the butler did it. Now, the only quirk to that can be, if the butler's the first one killed, then you got a problem. But I think I've seen that one too. Anyways, this has nothing to do with any of that. This is American Horror Stories. And this year, season 4 was last year. I'm a little behind, but then again, you know what? It's the only way I remember the past is by living it, or something like that. Anyways, they were, the first couple episodes, I mean, seriously, they were putting me to sleep. It was slow, it was blah, it was blah. And, the special effects are relatively good, except for a couple of, like third episode, as there were some, and it was like sloppy. It's like they blew the budget on the pilot and they were making up for it on episode 3. There was some sloppiness there. Not anything that the average person would ever, even care to pay attention to unless you were falling asleep like I was, because it was slow and boring, and you kept stopping it and starting it and doing other things just to stay awake. I think I wrote 7 pages of my autobiography during the first 4 episodes. It was just something to wake me up, was remembering my childhood. Anyways, the point being that it does eventually sort of pick up. I mean, it was basically like they were, when I say slow, I mean there's a thing where it's either a 3 seconds or it's a 13 seconds. And believe it or not, that 10 seconds to the director, it's pivotal. To the viewer, it's hell. And that's what we're dealing with herein, is hell. I mean, there were a lot of really overdrawn out things. I mean, people don't even realize you sit there and count out in your head. Close your eyes and you look at, something that has seconds on it, and you see it's at 0. You close your eyes, you count to 10, you open your eyes, and you see how many seconds have actually gone by. And it's it can throw you off. You're either fast or you're slow. Very few people, even with the Mississippi, anyways, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, obviously, we have a system with American Horror Stories. Each season, X, Y, and Z occur. Okay? Basically, at some point, it really doesn't matter how it ends. It really doesn't matter. Essentially, the body count. Essentially who the good and the bad, and the fact that there is no good or bad anymore. It's basically everyone is just what they are in this world. And this is, once again, another thing that people seem to forget, is that this world actually does exist. Maybe not, in the freak show or carnival per se, but right next to your world is another world of people that don't know you. They live right next door to you, and they don't know you at all. You don't know them. And They're axe murderers, and everyone they know is an axe murderer. And everyone you know is a boring middle-class suburbanite. Or vice versa, or musician. Whatever world you're in, there's lots of worlds. And trust me, I've been through many of them. And it used to really be weird when I'd cross over between them and people would watch me change my worlds. It was, yeah, but that's, and that's not even the transdimensional kind. I'm just talking about like right here in this multi-dimensional realm. Anyways, overall, it still got a 4-star. It did pick up, but there was enough blood to make up for it. I almost, yeah. I mean, and it's not one of those shows that requires fake nudity. So, you know, we're good there. The bloodshed isn't as gory as it could be or has to be. It's not exactly on the soft edge of Hitchcock, but it's not as graphic as a lot of things could be, if you are. And of course, there are no spoilers in these. I'm just saying, you know, it could be better where it needs to be better, and it could be worse where it needs to be worse. And the guest stars were guest stars, and they did their parts. Quite frankly, if you only had to come in for 2 or 3 episodes, you're bound to do a better job. It was holding it up for 13 episodes. That seemed to be hard, especially on the larynx. Some of those voices. I mean, I used to do voices when I was a kid. Yeah. Anyways, toodles!